Hello, good evening, and welcome. It's time for us to have a lovely time. I'm lying in bed and I've not got no clothes on. My legs are quite cold and my fingers are frozen. Head's in the bath and Mark's on the loo. Joe's naked too, and Ben and Willie, they're both naked and chilly. We're naked! It's the Horne Section Podcast. Naked! It's the Horne Section Podcast. In the nude, it's the Horne Section Podcast. With no clothes on, it's the Horne Section Podcast in the nude.
Wow,
hello, everyone.
Nude episode.
We are.
Everyone completely starkers?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Butt naked.
Yep.
Mark's on the toilet.
Yeah.
He's hairy, isn't he?
Pardon, Joe?
He's hairy.
Hairier than I thought he was going to be, if that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Willip's not very hairy, but we can only see all of him. Willip, do you shave it?
On my nose.
That's what you call it.
Funniest looking nose I ever saw.
Hello, everyone. It's another episode of the Horne Section Podcast.
Hi,
Your
Alex.
chance, I'm talking to the listener, whoever you are, your chance to sit back, turn the volume down on whatever device you're listening to us on, and just chat about stuff with whoever's in your bubble. Maybe put some music on real loud and have a good old dance. Now I'm talking to you guys. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Are you ready for a quick debate question?
Yes.
Okay. Has anyone got a debating guitar they could strum for a bit like they do in the House of Commons? I don't know if you've seen the House of Commons recently, but during Prime Minister's questions, Tony Blair has now got very long hair and he sits in the corner and strums away.
Tony
acoustic.
Blair's got really long hair.
And he sits in the corner and strums away.
So I need someone to strum
Tony
the...
Blair's got really long hair.
And he sits in
Sits
the corner and
strums
away.
away. Anyway, so if someone could play Blair, please. Strumming away.
I haven't got a guitar, Mark. It's
Yeah.
your area, unless you've got one, Ben.
Not really.
Hey, what about me? I've got a guitar.
Do you want to play it? You look the most like Tony Blair, I think, and that's not a compliment. Okay, so we're going to have a bit... Yeah, can we have a bit of debating guitar, please? Right, here's today's topic of debate. This house believes that the top bit of a computer is technically a lid. Arguing in favour of the motion, we've got Ben and Willip. Hi, guys. You've got 20 seconds each. Go for it.
Well, a lid goes on top of something and comes down and just basically protects it from the
10
elements.
seconds left.
And that's
gotta
what
join
the
in
top
at some
bit of
point,
the
Ben.
computer does. And it's never been called anything else, so it's got to be a lid. The screen is just...
Definitely a lid. If you're thinking about...
That's it. And arguing against the motion, we've got Joe.
You said we had 20 seconds each.
No, each team. Joe and the pianist. Hi guys, you've got 20. You've got 25.
Should have been clearer from
You've
the
got 25
outset.
seconds per person in your team. Go for it.
After you, Ed.
Well, it's called a top, isn't it? It's not a lid. It's a top, a laptop. Otherwise, it would be lap lid, and that would be stupid, wouldn't it? It's a laptop. It's a top.
Just relax, Ed. You've got 10 seconds left.
Top. It's a top. And that's my modus operandi.
All right, and now the voting. It's me and Mark voting. All those in favour of the motion that the top bit of a computer is technically a lid, say aye. Aye. And all those against the motion that the top bit of a computer is technically a lid, say nay.
Nay.
Well, both the ayes and the nays have it. The top bit of a computer might technically be a lid. Cheers, guys. Great debating.
Is that how they do it?
I don't know.
I mean, it
Do we-
might as well be.
Do we have a one-person special guest audience with us today?
Well, I don't
Hope
know.
so.
You normally know that stuff.
You're right. It's a stupid question. We always do. Is it your accountant again, Alex? No. Despite less than one person asking for that to happen. Is it a potato expert? No.
No.
Because of the pandemic and Brexit, we're not going to be able to do the potato episode quite as soon as we hoped. Is it Rachel Parris? Yes, it's Rachel Parris! Rachel Parris, please! Say hello to Rachel, everyone.
Hi, Rachel.
Hello, Rachel.
Hello.
Hello, Rachel Parris, and welcome to the Horne Section Podcast.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Before we start, Rachel, I thought it'd be useful to work out the narrative arc of the interview.
Yeah.
I think all good interviews have a narrative arc.
I'd feel safer with that as well.
Yes, good. I try to have one in all aspects of life. Like for breakfast, I try to have some jeopardy at the beginning. I spill something and then clear it up at the end. So what sort of arc do you want? Do you want Do you want something bad to happen at the beginning?
Well, I'd like there to be sort of a goal that we have to reach.
Yes. Oh, that would be great.
And I'd like to end on a cliffhanger, if possible.
Oh, okay. I thought I might offend you at some point and then try to resolve that, if that's okay.
Oh, yeah, that'd be lovely, yeah.
You'd like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Up for that.
And maybe we'll discover the goal. I think a good narrative, it should start I quite like things that start very positive, and it looks like this is going to be a lovely thing.
Yeah, I think so, and then inject some conflict.
Yeah, something awful will happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's discover the goal as we go along.
Absolutely.
Great. Well, that's something. I think the listeners got a lot to cling on to now with the cliffhanger and the panting.
Yeah, we've got a lot of work to do, haven't we?
We do. And we've only got 4 minutes. Okay. Hello, Rachel Parris.
Hello.
This is the introduction bit. So lots of people will know you from the MASH report, and we will talk about that later. You're also a musician, which I know, but not everyone does, and a musical comedian. Was that what you did first on stage before, I don't know what age this was, but was it music first, then comedy?
Yes, it was very much music first. Started doing music when I was 6, when I was tiny. Did my first little piano. Recital is a grand word when you're 6, isn't it?
Who was in the audience at this first recital?
Mums and dads.
More than
I think.
Did you have more than one mum and dad, or were there others invited?
Not 7 mums and dads. It was a school thing.
That's pretty early, though. That's pretty good, because my kids are older than that, and I've been to a couple of they play music badly, and the piano people in the concerts, it's just one finger, really. At what point did you start using more than one finger?
I think probably 7,
This is good.
I remember we went to the animal fair. Do you remember that song? We went to the animal fair.
Oh, yes.
The birds and the beasts were there. That was my piece that I performed grandly to my 7 mums and dads. Yeah.
And you sung and played?
No, not then.
No.
That came later.
Well, the kids at my primary school then, they have no hope because they're still on one finger. I mean, some of them are getting on a bit.
Well, then, I will write them off as musicians.
Yeah,
well.
They've gone. Which is a relief. I think my 2 saxophonist children have stopped being saxophonists over the pandemic because I haven't pushed them, because I've been kind to them.
Tell you what's hard as well, because I play the saxophone as well.
Right.
And it's if you haven't got very regular someone accompanying you on the piano, then it's not as fun to do as a solo instrument, so it's tricky. I think when they've got a teacher to play for them or something, it'll be a bit funner.
I will come back. I think you have to let some things slide, don't you, when there's a global pandemic. So saxophone and piano, what age was saxophone introduced?
Oh, later. I'm not I did the grades on it, but it was never my instrument.
Okay.
I don't really enjoy it that much.
It's fine though. We're still painting a picture for the listener. You are clutching a saxophone in the picture now. And
clarinet as well. If you play the clarinet, you might as well learn the saxophone, because after the clarinet, the saxophone's
Well, my wife learned the
easier.
clarinet on the basis that if she got good enough, they would let her play the saxophone, and she never reached that level. So she's quite bitter.
I really want to know who they are.
I would like to. They were nuns, actually. They were nuns.
Oh, wow.
She's one of them.
Oh,
anyway.
That doesn't surprise me that nuns drew the line at the saxophone.
Yeah.
I feel like nuns might think that the saxophone is a bit of a sexy instrument.
I mean, I do, so I don't blame them.
Yeah, I do.
It's the shape, it's the name. Invented by Adolf Sax. What a fun guy he is.
Yeah.
Anyway, was there a moment, and because I was thinking this could be our goal that we're trying to reach, was there a moment that you can remember when you first realised you loved music? Was there something you heard or played where something clicked?
I think it will have been quite young, because I'm looking for a dramatic moment where that clicked, but I think it was just, I always enjoyed playing the piano.
Do you think you were just musical?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
so
I was,
unfair.
which is so unfair. We had little choir lessons at school, and for me, that was my favourite thing to do. And then, I went to secondary school and we did, even I liked singing hymns,
right.
In church and stuff, because I was brought up in church and things like that. So yeah, I do. I just always liked singing. I always liked playing the piano.
Yeah. You know what? I'm with you on hymns. I've got 2 things about hymns.
Yeah.
One, I remember being at a carol concert when I was maybe 12 and coming out thinking, this is I really like it. I really like carols. And then I went to a comedy festival called. I can't remember what it was called. The Greenbelt Festival. It was and
the
they
Christian festival. Yeah,
and they did hymns and beer. It's just a tent full of people drinking beer, and they had the words to the hymns on a big screen, and someone on a quite rickety piano playing it, and everyone just got drunk and sung it as loudly as possible. And it was one of the most sort of joyful things. I loved it.
They can be, can't they? I think. Shall I do you an example of what I think about hymns?
Yes, you definitely should.
There's hymns that I think are really beautiful and ones that are really boring. And I think that a lot of people forget the beautiful ones and just remember the ones that are sort of like, oh Lord, why will thou forsake me, oh Jesus, Lord and Father. So boring. But then there's like the classics like Dear Lord and Father.
Oh, it's lovely. I mean, that could be Take That, couldn't it?
Exactly. Like, they're beautifully written, lovely, like, chordal progressions, beautiful words, poetry, and, like, they can be ruined by a bad organ player.
Yes.
And a shit congregation. But, like, they're beautiful songs, a lot of them. So, yeah, I've got a soft spot for hymns.
Well, look, we are really agreeing on that. It feels like nothing can go wrong with this interview. We're just sailing through the narrative. Well, if there's a way... I mean, my goal is to become musical one day, because I did comedy first and then discovered music later. And I'm yet to uncover my musicality. But if you can convince me that I am musical at the end of the podcast, that would help me, Rachel.
That can be my goal.
There we go. I would like that. Onward Christian Soldiers is my favourite.
Banger, yeah.
It's a banger. Oh, guys, Rachel's both cool and talented, but I didn't get cross with her. I was also pretty cool and very talented. Right, guys, what should we talk about?
Your clothing, Alex. Let's talk about your clothing.
When you were writing the script for this podcast, how long did it take you to come up with that question?
Maybe an hour?
We'll never know.
We can talk about, has anyone seen anything good in the sky recently? I've got an answer for that.
Has anyone seen anything good in the sky recently?
I have. I've seen a multi-bird pile-up, 14 birds, all different species, all flying from different directions at each other, but they were looking around at their mates when it happened. They smashed into each other over our garden. They all landed in the garden in a heap, but then they just dusted themselves down, all said sorry, shook hands, kissed each other on the beak, and flew off again. Anyone else?
What were the 14 species, Alex?
Jay, goldcrest, wren, chaffinch, red kite, golden eagle, parachute man, quetzal, pheasant, emu, ostrich, penguin. Is there one more?
Yeah.
Oh, turkey.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, a lot of land-based
Only
birds
4
there.
flightless birds.
You should do a show about bird watching.
Well, look, I want to hear a song. Who's the best at writing songs in the band, do you reckon? Or in all bands, really? Which instrumentalist is the best at writing songs in general?
Neil Hannon.
Probably the drummer.
I think it's the drummer.
Is it?
Yeah, when you look at things like Lars Ulrich,
Oh, yeah.
Roger
Queen,
Taylor,
Now
Queen
you're talking.
songs, all the drummers' songs. are
Tommy
about
Lee,
Queen.
Oh, yeah.
Mick Fleetwood,
Whoa.
Jimi Hendrix, Kevin
the
Woodward.
Who's the one in the Beatles?
Sorry, Karen Woodward. She's from Bananarama. Right, well, who's the drummer in the band?
Me.
Okay, then, Ben.
Yes.
What's your current exercise routine, and have you got a song for us?
Exercise routine doesn't exist. Yes, I've got a song.
What's it called, and what's it about, and how does it go?
It's called Love Triangle. It's about raw love and attraction, and it goes like this.
Donking.
I've just seen a girl standing in the orchestra. She stands at the back, I simply must confess. Her sticks hit the drums, I want to dance along. My heart goes a-flutter when she plays her little gong. I'm in love with the girl standing in the orchestra. She plays the castanets while she tickles her cabassa. She is so very good at her multitasking. I'd ask her for a drink and she'd love me just for asking. I'm crackers about her maracas. I go bonkers at her bongos. Her shake Melodica makes my knees quake. Her timpani, quite simply, puts my heart into symphony. I'd like to propose to the girl in the orchestra. Her bongos were exquisite in La Traviata. And even though I know that's not what Verdi had intended, I do believe he'd think again. It really was quite splendid. Until one day she reaches in her old percussion bag and whips out her big triangle and beat her in the hand. My heart went cold, my hands clammed up, my body full of fear. I'm now forever haunted by the worst noise in the world, a pointless, ghastly, awful sound still ringing in my ears. Triangles are not instruments, they're barely just a shape. They're for accidents on the hard shoulder, half a sandwich, a slice of cake. Yes, triangles are for pyramids, building bridges, tortilla chips. Triangles for trigonometry, and we all know from school that's all so shit.
There she goes.
Fade out. Yeah,
Sounded
nice
like Ian
one.
during the Blockheads.
I thought that as well.
Nice.
What a song.
Well, Willett, what did you think of the song?
I thought that was really funky.
Joe?
Really funky.
Yeah. I thought it was funky. What did you think, Mark?
Yeah, I thought it was funky.
Oh, have you got any adjectives, pianist?
Well, the first one that springs to mind is funky.
It was very funky. Well done, Ben, for such a funky song.
Oh, it's lovely you all say that because I wanted it to be sort of funky.
All right, shut up. Let's hear again from Rachel Parris. How about, you've got your piano there. Please,
Okay.
Can we make some music together, Rachel?
Yes, please.
Right.
I would like that.
I've got a plan. I would like you to play some music on your piano, and I'm going to read out / sing out some words that I found. And we're going to see if we can just make a song out of any words. Because I have a sort of theory that I'm not the only one, that anything could be music, even just the way we talk. It has notes, doesn't it?
I think that's true.
Yeah.
I think that's true.
So,
like the sound of all my papers falling down just then
is a beautiful
I don't know if you heard
sound.
it, but it's a lovely shuffly.
Yeah, if you could keep doing that throughout the song. I don't really mind the style of music, but I can tell you where the words are from. They're from a Jamie Oliver recipe. So the song is called Mushroom Stroganoff.
Okay, so quite sort of chirpy.
It's probably chirpy.
Bit chirpy.
And there's quite a lot of words because I haven't taken any out.
Okay.
And I guess Mushroom Stroganoff should be a sort of chorus or a thing maybe that you sing occasionally to try to make it sound better.
I'm on board. I like it.
Feel free to repeat any of my words like a hype lady. Oh, yeah. I'm okay with that. Shall I start singing / talking?
Go for it, yeah.
Get all the prep done before you start cooking. This is good. Trim the mushrooms, tearing up the larger ones and leaving any smaller ones whole. Peel and finely slice the red onion and garlic. Okay, so that's the first bit.
Nice.
But
then I could do something like sort of mushroom stroganoff.
Yes.
Mushroom stroganoff.
Yes.
Mushroom stroganoff. Mushroom stroganoff.
Okay, this is far more beautiful than I was expecting. I'll have to say the next bit much quicker because there are a lot of words and this could last hours otherwise. And next time you sing your Mushroom Stroganoff bit, I'll say some words in the gaps.
I like it, yeah.
Here we go again. Next phase. Shake into one layer, then dry fry for 5 minutes. Drizzle in 1 tablespoon of oil. Then add the garlic, onions, cornichons, parsley stalks, and capers. After 3 minutes, pour in the whiskey. Tilt the pan to carefully flame. And once the flames subside, add 1/4 teaspoon of paprika, the creme fraiche, and parsley.
Mushroom stroganoff.
Toss together.
Mushroom stroganoff.
Toss together.
Mushroom stroganoff.
tossed together.
Mushroom stroganoff.
Loosen with a splash of boiling water to a saucy consistency and season to taste with sea salt and pepper. Divide between plates and serve with fluffy rice. Mushroom stroganoff.
Mushroom stroganoff.
Well, there we go. We'll send that to Jamie.
I bet he'll love that.
Now, Rachel, since lockdown, I guess since April last year, a lot of people have come to know you. I mean, huge amounts of people because of your lockdown lip sync videos that you did, and I guess do with Marcus Brigstock, your nice husband. I want to ask about the nitty gritty of lip sync videos.
Good, yeah. Ask the difficult questions.
You're very good at it. When you do it, do you sing a little bit? Do you sing a lot? Do you sing well? Or do you make no noise at all?
I don't sing at all,
really?
Actually.
Is that a conscious choice?
I think I would find it too distracting because then you would hear yourself as you're singing instead of the sing. You'd hear quite a lot of yourself that might distract you from what they're doing, even if you know the song really well.
So just for the viewer who doesn't know what a lip sync video is, do you want to explain?
Yeah, a lip sync video, and I was as new to it as anyone else when we started doing it, is simply what you probably do at home and everyone does, which is kind of mouthing the words along to a song but not singing along with it, and then sort of making a video of it.
Yes. So it looks like you're singing the song. And when I said for the viewer, I meant listener, but some people probably do watch the podcast. They sit and look at the phone. But are you listening to it in an earpiece, or are you just playing it loud in the room?
No, we just played it loud. Like we got the loudest speakers we could.
I see, because I was thinking you did that, but then you would sing along to it, and then you would cut all that audio off and add it on again.
I think that's what technically proficient people have done when they've made lip sync videos, but we have done it in an old-fashioned way, filmed it on an iPhone, had speakers in the room.
So you're literally just
no technical proficiency, yeah.
Okay, that's good. I just like imagining you two doing this in lockdown. And was it to start with just to pass the time? And you're both performers, so we all like showing off, and it looked good, so let's put it up and see what happens?
Yeah, of course, yeah. It was just like I did it to Marcus. We often we'll sort of lip sync along or just sing along to things, and he filmed one of them and was like, oh, that's good, I'll put it on Twitter. And people really went for it. Yeah. Which, after 10 years of us both doing stand-up and satire, we were like, oh, this is what people want, actually.
It's funny, isn't it? Because it's so engrossing, because I think you get convinced that you are singing it pretty quickly. Yeah. And then, you've picked great songs.
Thanks, yeah. They're basically some of our favourite songs.
Yeah. Janelle Monáe is my hero. I was very pleased you called her the queen.
I love her so much.
She's the one I always try to push on people, because lots of people haven't heard of her.
Yeah, she's amazing, isn't she? She's like such a good singer, such a good songwriter, and just so sort of cool and
the videos are great. And you
amazing.
Sort of wear her outfit was sort of similar to your outfit, and then you got obviously more and more
highfalutin. Yes. That was Marcus's influence, definitely. Because we got competitive. He loves all the dressing up and the sound of lighting effects and things like that, which he owns anyway.
Well, this is the bit where you might get offended in this bit. I'm deliberately saying this to offend you, obviously. Because I have to say Marcus is really very good at them, Rachel.
Yeah,
I think,
he is.
I think he becomes the singer, and I think he is much better at it than you. I don't really think that.
Is the offence.
This is the offence, yes.
Well, I'm really offended by that.
Yes. Well, I'm really sorry offended. I implied that I thought Marcus was a better lip syncer.
You didn't imply it.
What?
You said it.
Well, you read that between the lines.
This is the end of a very long friendship.
Very sensitive, Rachel, on this.
Yeah.
On this
maybe.
one.
Oh, now you've said I'm sensitive. I'm just doing the offence thing to a high degree.
I think both of us are very polite people who are really worried that we would actually offend the other. Can I ask also, did either of you want to do more retakes than the other one? Or did you just...
Yeah.
Was it him?
Marcus did, yeah. Basically, in every degree that wasn't the accuracy of the lip sync, Marcus wanted to do more. So it was more visuals, more takes, more interesting camera angles. Right. All of that, and I was just I'm a bit of a purist about it, and I never expected to have a stance, to be honest, on lip syncing. But it turns out I do, which is I'm less costume, maybe do your hair in a certain way, but the main thing is do an accurate lip sync and keep it simple.
It turns out
Marcus isn't about the simple.
It turns out Marcus was right because he was so much better at it, Rachel.
Can I say fuck you?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
We can edit it out. You know.
Or edit it in. We can just distribute it throughout.
Oh, no.
Every minute or so. Oh, hi everyone, and hi everyone at home. What are you up to? Why not text us on the normal number and let us know? Alternatively, write in. We love receiving your letters, don't we, Mark?
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, who plays the piano in our band?
Oh, what's his name?
Come on.
Shelders.
I think
Billy Shelders.
But what's his first name? Vinny? Billy Shelders. I think you've got a great face. What do you think about your face? And do you have a quiz? Take it away.
Oh, I wish I knew how movie quotes sounded as songs. Oh, I wish Ed would turn movie quotes into songs. Oh, I wish I knew how movie quotes sounded as songs. Lines from films, sung as songs. Lovely songs made from quotes. Quiz!
Right.
What a theme.
I mean, that's better than the original, as usual.
Here's how the game works.
Are we buzzing in or shouting or what?
Yeah, buzzing in. Buzzing in as usual and waving.
Does anyone get a point for getting closest?
Yeah, Mark does.
And what about for furthest away?
No, you get nothing because you didn't take the game with the spirit with which it should be played.
Sorry. So I didn't take the game with the spirit with which it was played. With which it should be played.
Correct.
I didn't take the game with the spirit with which it should be played.
Correct.
Right.
Is Alex disqualified?
If it's good enough for talking.
It's good enough for the podcast.
So the way this fantastic quiz works today is I've taken my favourite films from my youth for each one film for each question, and I've taken lines from those films and I've turned them into songs, and you have to guess what the films are from my lovely songs and the quotes within. Here we go. Question number 1. What's the film? I don't know if you've been keeping up on current events, but we just got our asses kicked, pal. I say we take off and nuke the site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. My mummy always said there were no monsters, no real ones, but there are. They mostly come at night, mostly. I thought someone would have got this by now.
Do you want us to guess?
No, if you haven't got it already, you probably. We're going out there to destroy them, right? Not to study. Not to. Joers?
Independence Day?
No.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say.
It's right genre. Too late, though. Alex?
Men in Black.
No, too late. These are generally 80s films.
Cocoon.
Well,
Kramer and Kramer.
Kramer and Kramer.
Kramer versus.
no, it's not. Keep it going. Keep it rolling, Joe. There's only 4 questions, by the way, because I've got more. Who's that?
Cocoon.
No, it's not Cocoon. Alex.
Alien.
Close. Someone else?
Aliens.
Yeah, Alex. Alex gets it.
Predator.
No. Alex gets
Terminator.
it. It's Aliens.
Robocop?
You're idiots. Just stop listing films.
Sorry, are we not doing it with the spirit with which it was...
Thought listing the films was the whole point.
Yeah,
So we're not allowed to do it anymore, will it?
It's your quiz.
Alex, you were correct. And for a bonus, here are your points. How many aliens were killed in that film?
Sorry, you said for a bonus, here are your points.
Yeah, for a bonus, here are your points. Oops.
So my points were what were my points? The words.
Yeah, the words. The words are your points.
That's a question.
You can almost talk. You should put it in the podcast.
This isn't even good enough for talking.
Right, so there were 4,039 aliens, and that's how many points you get, Alex.
What
for
were
that
they?
question.
Aliens?
Aliens.
Ellen.
Aliens. Okay, the question
How
number
many?
2.
Oh,
Is it hello,
Mark's
hello?
buzzed in.
Is it
No, you
hello, hello?
No, it's not.
The movie?
Listen, understand, that thing's out there, can't be reasoned with, can't be bargained with.
It's Predator.
Nope. Ben,
Terminator.
that is correct, Ben.
Was it Wall-E?
No. Joe, can we skip forward a bit because the chorus is absolutely banging. Doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear.
If you say so yourself.
Absolutely will not stop ever until you are dead. Nice night for a walk, eh? Nice night for a walk. Wash day tomorrow, nothing clean, right? That son of a bitch, he took my pants. I'll be back. Come with me if you want to live. I'll be back. Phased plasma rifle, 40 watt range. I'll be back. Joe, thank Cyborgs don't feel pain. I do. Don't do that
Can I
again.
request more of these, Ed, for future episodes?
Yeah.
Incredible.
I'll be back.
It's
That
brilliant.
sounds like a full
More
band
Terminator.
scar, doesn't it?
Ben, you got 1,984 points for that because that was the year
Thank
the
you
film
very
came
much.
out. Next one. This actually is a complete monologue from this particular film. Here we go.
Yeah.
Whoops.
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. I watch sea beams glitter in the dark near the Tannhauser Gate. All these moments will be lost in time, like tears in the rain. Time to die. That's it. I'll give you a few clues. Things no one knows it. So that's the final monologue from a classic sci-fi featuring a replicant.
Blade Runner.
Wilbo gets it.
Oh, well done,
How
Wilbo.
did you guess,
Lovely.
Wilbo? So you get 2,049 points. Okay, the final one is here. It comes. It's a winner. She said the jungle, it came alive. And Mark.
Predator.
Oh, it is Predator.
Hey.
I thought it was
There you are.
Jumanji.
Let's hear the rest of that. It's only short, Joe. And
Yeah.
it's took here. You lose it here. You're in a world of hurt. I ain't got time to bleed. If it bleeds, we can kill it. Time to let old painless out of the bag. Get to the chopper. What's got me so spooked? Get to the chopper. Dylan, you son of a bitch. And there we are.
They wrote some of the songs. The choruses
Yeah.
are amazing.
So the points come from the. Anyone like to guess? The points for that question come from how far away was the Predator's home planet? Anyone?
3,000 miles.
Nope. It was 429 million light years.
Oh.
So Mark gets 429. That makes Mark. Wait a minute.
Wow.
Yeah, that makes Mark the winner. Well done,
Get
Mark.
in there.
Well
Thank
done,
you.
everyone.
Thank
That
you.
was
There we are.
excellent
Great
work.
quiz. Very good quiz.
Lovely.
Really quick.
Brilliant.
It's great.
quiz.
Such a great quiz. I've decided to delay my new feature, Cover Stories, till next week's episode.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
In the meantime, guys, give it up for the pianist.
Hey, Ed Sheldrake. Ed Sheldrake. Ed Sheldrake. Ed Sheldrake. Ed.
Right, shut up. Back to Rachel. Okay, well, look, we're going to play a game now. I do this with all the guests, Rachel, to find out how well you know popular music. And it's not a fair game, but it's a game called How Many Words? And it's I'm going to read out some words to some songs, and it's how many words you take to recognise the song.
Okay, I like it.
Okay.
Are you going to read them quite quickly? Are you going to read them
I'll just give you
slowly?
one and you can have a good think about it.
I see. Okay, great.
Also, it's quite easy, and the band this week is REM.
Okay.
Okay, but the person at the end of the series who's done it the best will get a green T-shirt, so that's exciting. Yeah,
brilliant.
I thought you'd like
Okay.
it. Are you into REM?
I am actually a bit, yeah.
Yeah, this will be very easy. How many words do you think you will need to name the song?
3.
3. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I think that's realistic. Okay, there are 3 songs, and we'll get an average score.
Can I ask one more question before we go?
Yes.
Take games quite seriously,
Yes,
you
I
might
can
have
see that,
noticed. Do you do lyrics from any part of the song, or is it from the very
From the
beginning?
beginning.
Of the song?
It's partly so people can play along at home, so we can take our time over it. But yeah, as I say, there is a green T-shirt to be won. So it's worth telling you now. Well, do you want to know now or after what the current best score is?
Yeah, now, please.
Okay. It's not good news for you. The best score so far is 1.
Wow.
Jessica Knappett got them all in 1 word.
Wow.
So to beat her, you have to get 1 in no words. You're just going to have to guess it and guess it right. But she had the Spice Girls, which turns out to be probably very easy.
Oh, yeah. I would find that easier, to be fair.
It's not a good game. Okay, here's the first one. O. Spelled O-H. Thinking hard. If you do have a guess and get it wrong, it doesn't affect anything.
Is it Losing My Religion?
It is Losing My Religion.
Great.
Great. What's the next word? Just out of interest.
I can't remember. I just remember the tune.
Life is bigger. It's bigger than you, and you are not me. Okay, so she's on 1 from 1. Do you want to guess this one without any words? Just if you get it, I will still give you a word, but then you might be able to get under Jessica.
Yeah,
okay,
I'll give it a go.
Okay, the word before the first word, there isn't one. What do you think the song is?
Shiny Happy People.
It's not, but I will give you your first word now. It's when. When.
Oh no, I'm going to need a second word, sadly.
Okay, that's fine. You can still make this. Your is the second word. Your. When you're.
Everybody Hurts.
Yes. Yeah. I think if you'd waited longer, you may have got it on the when, but
yeah,
maybe
possibly.
Not. When your day is long and the night is yours alone.
Night is yours alone. Yeah.
Sad song. Okay, so the third one, you need to get this before the word if you want to equal nap it. What do you think the third song is?
Is it Night Swimming?
It is Night Swimming.
Oh, yes.
And the first word is also Night Swimming, so you probably would have got it. You would have got an average score of 1 on the third, but you've got an average score of 1. So far you're sharing the green T-shirt with Jessica Knappett.
Amazing. Are you going to send us both one or send us half of one each?
I have only got 1.
Okay. Well, maybe we can do a sort of timeshare.
It's going to be a timeshare, yeah. And it's going to be a day each, so there's going to be a lot of admin. It's going to be every single day you wear it. And then
that's so much post.
I think you'll regret getting Night Swimming. Phew. Right. I feel like you haven't forgiven me yet, Rachel. There's so much tension since the stuff about Marcus being better than you at lip syncing.
Oh, yeah. So much tension. I feel furious.
How are we going to resolve this? Well, how about we talk about sea shanties for a bit? Would that help?
I'd love that, yeah.
Because
I've loved that. Have you been following TikTok sea shanties?
Well, I have a bit because, I feel like a lot of people do in this situation. I got there first. I heard the guy, Nathan Evans, and really liked it. He's got a great voice. This Scottish guy, I don't know if he was the very first one, but he's...
before everyone else
Yeah,
joined
I think
in,
I was the first
thing.
one to like it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And he is currently number 1 in Germany with his Wellerman song. It's still going.
Wow.
So I'm pretty jealous. And we've done sea shanties before as a Horne Section, and we've always enjoyed them. And you have experience of shanty, is that right?
I wrote one.
Right.
I thought, because I like listening to, I like sort of general, I don't know if they count as folk music, but I think they're a form of folk music.
I can tell you a lot about sea shanties if you want.
Oh, yeah, please.
Well, to be an official sea shanty, it should be written and performed only at sea.
Right.
There was a taboo about people on land performing sea shanties and that taking the magic away. Apparently, and they were good for the pandemic because they were done on long sea journeys to relieve boredom and to create teamwork, and they were quite political sometimes, or at least they had a sense of humour, and there was sort of gallows humour. So, are you on water at the moment?
No, I'm going to say
yes.
I am.
I thought
I am. Yes.
I'm going to say I am. Where about? What body of water are you on?
The River Severn?
The River Severn, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am as well. I'm a lot further.
Are you?
A lot closer to the source, I think.
Is that you over there?
I'm actually at the source. I'm straddling the source. Whereas I think you're... are you at the mouth?
I'm waving.
Yes, I can see you now.
I'm really far away though.
So why did you write a sea shanty?
Well, because I just liked them so much. I liked that everyone was listening to them suddenly. And I really liked singing along to them. And so I thought I'd just have a go at writing my own. But I'm not convinced that I've got the gist of what they're meant to be for.
Do you bang anything as you do it? Do you beat your chest or a table?
Yeah, I think I should. I don't think I should do this on the keyboard. I think I should do it with my melodica in between, which sounds a bit like a sort of accordion or something, and then banging. I think the melodica and the bang.
Perfect.
Instrument.
And would you like the band to add anything to this afterwards?
Yeah, I would. I'd love that. Maybe let me do the verses.
Yes.
And then if I send you the words, they could add their voices to every...
They would love to do that. And I think there's not enough...
I would love that.
Not enough female voices on traditional sea shanties. So this is very exciting.
Okay, here I go. He ventured out beyond a mile, a face all sully, he wore no smile. He'd gone into a British sea, his tackle had retracted. Oh, now the chilly man goes, trying to surf off the Cornish coast. What was he thinking, though he did not wear a wetsuit? He tried to go out fishing one day on a trawler he got off eBay. He caught a single stickleback, he has no expertise. Oh, now the fisherman comes, he's put a stickleback in a 3-ton drum. Storms come and he's no cagoule, not even a sou'wester. He went out on a very big boat, hoping it would surely float. He took a crew of 3 good men, but the main guy was George Clooney. Oh, they didn't stay warm, 'cause this was the film The Perfect Storm. Mark Wahlberg was on good form, 4 stars recommended.
I'm clapping, but I'm holding a microphone. Clap, 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 clap.
I also did, can I add a bit of geeky musicology
yes, please.
To the podcast, which is in a minor song, if you end on a major chord, it's called a tierce de Picardy.
Is it?
Yeah.
What does that mean? What language is that? That's French, is it?
French, I'm not pronouncing it properly. No. Tierce de Picardy.
Beautiful. What does
but I don't know if you're meant to say it in a French accent or not.
Well, that is a bit of musicology that sadly lacking normally in the podcast, so thanks for that, Rachel. Bit of class. Oh no, it's us again. And I've got an exciting update from the world of UFOs.
I'm sure that I saw an unidentified thing, and that thing flied, and I was quite surprised. I saw it with my eyes in 2005. Now I need to describe what I saw to you guys. A UFO, that's what I think I saw. UFOs, I would like to see more. A UFO, that's what I think I saw. UFOs, I would like to see more.
Yes, as you'll remember, I'm trying to track down the UFO that I saw in 2005, and in last week's episode we discovered that Mrs. Anne Finch had been recording footage of me with her drone. Well, this week, excitingly, I've managed to track down Mr. Finch, Anne Finch's angry Australian husband, who also has views on UFOs. One of you has just received a WhatsApp message. Hello, Mr. Finch.
Finchy!
Oh, sorry. Hello, Finchy.
G'day, I'm Finchy.
Yes, and you're married to Mrs. Anne Finch.
I was, but I've just this minute divorced her.
So, just this minute, Finchy.
Since listening to the old last podcast, yes.
Because you were filming me for 2,000 hours on her drone.
That's right, mate. That's not on.
It isn't on. You're right, Finchy. Finchy, do you believe in UFOs?
Mate, I do believe in UFOs.
UFOs.
UFOs. And what's more, I saw the same one as you on that night in 2005.
Well, this is great. How do you know?
Because, mate, I was the one with you at the time.
But I thought I was with a female colleague called Rebecca.
You were. But you were also with a maid colleague called Finchy. I worked with you. I always wore shorts. I drank hot Ribena and kept swearing at the receptionist, but in a nice way.
Oh, I remember you, Finchy. You were a bloody nightmare.
A bloody nightmare, mate! We saw the UFO and I left the company the next day because I tried to chase the UFO.
You tried to chase the UFO. Did you catch the UFO, Finchy?
Find it? Find it? No, I didn't find it.
What did you find, Finchy?
I found Mrs. Anne Finch.
On the internet.
Yes, that's right. And then she started stalking you, and now you're stalking me.
I'm not stalking you, Finchy.
How did you get my number?
I hung around your house, outside your house for 2 weeks, filming you with a long-distance ultra-zoom camera until I could get a good enough shot of your phone contacts list, and then I got your number from there, Finchy, and I wrote it down, then I typed it into my phone, and then I pressed call.
Fair enough, mate. Can I join your UFOs hunting team, mate?
No, thanks, Finchy.
Fair enough, mate. Hey, what's your penis called?
No idea, Finchy.
Hey, penis! What's your name?
It's Ed Finchy.
Well, Mr. Fingers, play some Aussie music, will you, mate? Something a bit plonky that reminds me of the Outback.
Oh, is that working for you, Finchy?
It is the best Aussie music I've ever heard. Hey, one more thing. I did find out that the UFO you was seen by a guy who then disappeared.
Really?
Yeah.
Pardon? Say that again. It makes sense.
You've written Harad. Is that what you mean?
No, forget that word. Oh. What did you find out?
I did find out that the UFO you saw was seen by a guy who then disappeared.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, so he's gone. But also, it was seen by a lady who didn't disappear. I can give you her number if you want.
Well, that would be great. What's her name?
Her name?
Yes.
Her name is... Enya.
Enya? That's an unusual name.
Yeah, it's the singer Enya from Ireland. Give her a call. She'll be delighted to hear from you.
Oh, great. I can't wait to speak to Enya next week. Thanks, Finchy. Bye, then.
Oh, no, wait. Can I tell you a joke?
A joke, Finchy? Of course you can.
It's one of Willip's.
Is it? Oh, great. I love Willip's jokes.
Play some of that trumpet, you little badger.
You talking to the trumpeter?
Yeah, you little badger. Blow your trumpet, badger boy. Do some bebop or some marching band shizzle. Bebop or marching band shizzle. Bebop or marching band shizzle.
Yeah, he's doing it. He's doing his best.
Show me what you got, badger boy.
He's doing it.
Away.
He's doing it. Yeah, Finchy. He's doing it. Off you go.
Okay, here guys. I collect sports equipment, and I think if 9 isn't enough fluffy yellow balls, 10 is. See you, mate.
Bye, Finchy.
Oh, wow.
Bye.
Everyone all right with that?
Yeah.
I didn't hear the joke because of the trumpet. What was the joke?
Oh, it's worth hearing twice.
If 9 isn't enough fluffy yellow balls,
You're back, Finchy.
10 is.
I think pick up that melodica again.
Yeah.
I would like us to create a truly magical piece of music with a melodica. But I was wondering if we could start very small and just you and me, and then the band will creep in and it ends up being enormous, this piece of music.
Amazing,
So maybe
I
start
love it.
with...
And you want this on the melodica?
Yeah, I think starting fingered. Oh, it's a lovely noise. Yeah. The words, Rachel, are going to be... Well, it's going to be called What is a Melodica? And I've written all the lyrics by doing quite a lot of Googling of the word melodica.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, well, I'd like to know as well.
Yeah, well,
so.
I'll tell you, it's quite intense, quite long. So take a deep breath.
Okay.
And the sort of rhythm, I haven't got one yet, but it's sort of 8 beats per line. It starts with, so what is a melodica? It's quite like a harmonica. I don't know if it is quite like a harmonica, but someone said it is on a website.
Okay.
It could be quite steady, but it could speed up. I like that. Will the notes change at all?
Yes,
oh, good.
But
Phew.
I thought I'd wait till you come in
Yeah,
to change the
I got it. I didn't know how long to wait, but it felt like we were in a traffic jam after a little while.
We could have just kept doing that for half an hour.
So you're going to change the notes. And I think, maybe start even slightly slower than that and then speed up. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, about 36 lines.
Okay.
So don't speed up too quickly.
Okay. Hang
Okay.
on. I'm going to actually use the hand strap here.
Oh my, it's got a hand strap. Is it heavy?
Yeah.
Well, no, we find out in the song it's not heavy. Just so you know, it sometimes sort of cuts out slightly, probably because the noise through Zoom and all that. So
Okay.
I'm not particularly going to try to get the set.
Follow.
Well, we'll see how it goes. I'll be able to.
Yeah.
If you could do that, nodding your head like you did, just in case, then I can follow that as well. Is that all right?
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, so
let's go for
this
it.
is a debut performance of What is a Melodica? So what is a melodica? It's quite like a harmonica. It looks like a piano with a hole through which you blow. You have to press down a key so air will flow through a reed. Melodicas are portable, they're also quite affordable. They are sometimes used in school, but they are very rarely cool unless you play it on a yacht or on a beach when you are hot, or skiing down a mountain range, or dealing on the stock exchange. Or if you want to look the best, then play it wearing just a vest while riding on a motorbike. Yeah, you will look so statesman-like if you play your melodica while riding through America. A bit quicker now. And dancing while you play this tune. Late at night, under the moon, you'll find that thousands follow you and want to learn your secrets too. Real soon you'll see you get results. You'll start your own melodic cult, and all will worship at your feet. They'll bring you wine and lots of meat until one day you are replaced, 'cause culty people are two-faced. Melodicas have no appeal when you have heard a glockenspiel. Pretty powerful stuff.
Really powerful,
Yeah.
very emotional.
Very emotional. We went on a journey, I think.
And I didn't hyperventilate, which is the goal, I think.
I mean, it's such a bizarre scenario, what we're doing.
Yeah, it really is.
In my house, 3 children and a lady can hear me shouting out these words. I don't know what's going on in your house, but you're just playing that tune.
Yeah.
And I would say I felt like I became musical then, Rachel.
I think you became musical if you weren't already.
It's a big if. But I think we might have scored or hit our goal.
The goal's happened. The quest is complete.
The quest is complete. What we haven't got is a cliffhanger.
Oh.
So I don't know how we're going to...
I could do a musical cliffhanger.
If you could, is it going to be?
Yeah.
Is that going to be the very end of the podcast? Would you like it?
Yeah, shall I wait? Yeah, I think the very, very
Maybe
end.
so. I think we are approaching the very end. I really enjoyed that. All right. Well, look, is there anything else you'd like me to plug? Or is there anywhere people can see you musically? How much music is there in your Tuesday night gigs?
Yeah, a fair bit. I don't do many sort of solo songs, but we have like musical quizzes and little musical bits. Like I first did that sea shanty on there. Like we mix it up. There's a bit on the Tuesday. But also, if you just Google... Rachel Parris songs. I've got a few on Bandcamp and a few on YouTube.
You know what? I think every answer, when you say what else we'd like to plug, they should just say, well, look, Google. Everyone's got Google.
Yeah.
And I think is it still free? I can't remember. Or is it a pound of Google?
Maybe a pound.
It should be a pound.
A pound of Google.
They'd make so much money. All right. Well, look, I'm going to say goodbye. I don't know if you want to do that musically, Rachel.
Yeah, I'll do it. Okay,
All
I'll
right.
say bye and then I'll do the cliffhanger.
Okay. Well, but we don't want them to know the cliffhanger's coming.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, good point.
Yeah.
I'll say goodbye and then I'll play some nice music.
I think that would be great, as long as it
Great.
wraps things up nicely and doesn't leave people in the lurch. No,
I wouldn't dream of it.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Rachel. Lovely to see
Thank
you.
you, and you. Bye.
Bye. Okay, well, look, lads,
Nice.
we're going to go in a minute, but I've heard a rumour that the Brothers Smooth are back in town. Is that right? Does anyone know those guys?
I've heard of these guys.
Yeah, there's more. This is another Brothers Smooth song this week. You may remember that last time we heard their nostalgic song about Umbongo, which ended inexplicably with Bill McMarsbar telling his younger brother Michael McMarsbar that he stinks. Now, I've actually done some research and found out that this particular comment was both the tip of the iceberg and the straw that broke the camel's back. And sadly, it all ended in one of their many acrimonious breakups. Bill had quite a bitter attitude towards his younger, more successful brother. He was jealous of Michael's success, even though Michael was quite uncomfortable with his own fame. The song we're going to hear today is a solo track from Michael McMarsbar and was recorded after the breakup, and you can hear that Michael's really hurting. He's lost, unhappy, and he needs a break. You can tell that, and he's trying just to find someone or something to offer guidance and support. But it's comforting to learn, though, that he does find some comfort during this time of need. Anyway, here it is.
Have been so hard. I think I've played my final card. I've hit rock bottom and I can't bounce back. I need to cut myself some slack. Oh, midnight farce, I can set my watch by you. Midnight farce, you will always see me through. Oh, midnight farts, you are my savior in the night. Oh, midnight farts, my guardian angel shining bright. Oh, there's a moon up in the sky, and while there are birds up in the sky, when all that I need is proof, only you can give me truth. Oh, midnight farts, you give me courage in the face of defeat. Oh, midnight farts, like thunder rising on electric heat. Oh, midnight farts, you are the warrior I can't trust. Oh, midnight farts, a godly and invisible gust. Saxophone, 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 saxophone.
The Brothers Smooth there, everyone.
Oh, welcome back.
Wow.
Welcome
Yeah.
back, brothers.
And I liked your introduction, Willip. You knew a lot about it.
Yes, I did, didn't I? I did some research.
Yeah, and especially considering you told me that was the brief version of it.
Yeah, it was shorter.
Impressive stuff. Well, that is well and truly that. Ben, please play a little drum beat so I can say goodbye to everyone rhythmically. Yeah, well, look, thanks for listening, everyone. Please do keep supporting us however you can. There's stuff to buy at Bandcamp. There's Patreon donations for Dingles, all that sort of thing. We're going to do some live stuff soon, maybe a live podcast. Definitely some live shows. Thank you to Joe Walker and Joel Porter for some electric work today. Thanks to Rachel Parris for being the best guest ever by miles. Thanks to Adidas for providing all our clothing for this week's show. Have they done that? They should do that.
So.
They should do that. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, band.
Bye.
See ya. Goodbye, band.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. It's Dingle time.
Tingle time!
Yes, Dingle time.
Tingle time!
Dingle time. Dingle time.
Tingle time! Billy, you've just had your 18th birthday. Now there's so many things you can do. Your mom and dad, Siobhan and Graham, want to send their birthday wishes to you. pub or a bar, drive a lorry if you can drive a car, get yourself married, get a tattoo, place a bet on a horse if you'd like that too. You can't adopt a child yet, but you can buy a naughty magazine and cigarette. And whilst we can't condone this action, you could watch The Shining or Naked Attraction. You can vote or buy a house, buy a firework, sell a mouse, give your consent and leave your body to science. But you might want to ask your parents, 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 your parents.
This dingle is for Nick Street's wife, known as Alice to you and I. Nick Street's wife, he's a lucky, lucky guy. Nick Street's wife has a baby on the way. Nick Street's wife glows more radiant by the day. You never wear a frown, even when you're moving house. You always have a smile, despite the morning bile. But let's not do you wrong, despite this sexist song. You're not just someone's wife, so let's celebrate your life. Alice, you're the best. Alice, you're the best. Alice, you're the best. Alice, you're the best. Hey Kyle, won't you sing us a song? And while you're at it, you can whittle me an ottoman. Hey Kyle, won't you write us a song? I don't think anybody's ever written us one. 1, 2, 3, kids, sounds like trouble to me. Your workshop seems the best place to be. Finding some peace at last and listening to our podcast. Thanks for listening to our podcast. Hey Kyle, this Dingle's for you. Tawny splashed the cash, we should thank her too. Hey Kyle, this Dingle's for you. For you, Tawny splashed the cash, we should thank her too.